an Indian person thing. But, yeah.
Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome back. Hopefully you can hear us all. If not, let me know. This is Purge of the Serpentholds, Seasons 2, Episode 4. I'm calling this Back at It Again. I'm Corinne of Roll to Roll. I'm known as Manic Pixie Girl on Twitter. I hope everyone watching has been socially distancing and washing their hands. It is incredibly important. As always, I have a few announcements to make. Firstly, I'd like to thank Ryan at Simulacre on Twitter for the theme song he created for the show. You should be able to hear it right now, as well as during that little starting soon scream. He has commission slots open, so hit him up if you need some music. He does a really great job, and he's just a great guy. And gotta get back to my notes here. I'd also like to thank the Onyx Path for inviting us to run the show. If you haven't picked up the Scarred Lands Player's Guide yet, you can get it via PDF from Drive-Thru RPG or in print from Indie Press Revolution. Here are those links. Also, check out the thus far newest Scarred Lands expansion, Frostlands of Fenrilic, from the Silretian Vault. You can find it at the link I'm about to post. Suida, who is new here today, is actually playing a character from that, so we'll get to hear a little bit about that when we throw it to her later. Lastly, Scarred Lands currently has a new Kickstarter going, Dead Man's Rust. It's going strong. They've already blown past their original goal of 15K and have raised over 17K with 18 days to go. If they reach 18K, then the virtual tabletop tokens and map pack for Dwarven Dilemmas will be created and given to all backers. These digital assets will support online play for 1 to 2 encounters in Dead Man's Rust, including location maps and necessary characters and creature tokens. Here I'm going to link to that Kickstarter. And then, Hiromi, what's Dead Man's Rust and why should people be interested in it?
Hi, I'm Hiromi. Dead Man's Rust is a super big adventure. So it'll take you from levels 1 through 10. In addition to that, it covers basically everything in and around the Hornsaw Forest, which is basically the center of the map that we play on for this Twitch stream, and it details everything in there. So there's a number of city states like Glivet Hotel and Holofaust and the Golden City, Citadel, all that good stuff. It explains the 31 elf and dwarven clans of the Hornsaw Forest, going into specific cultural cultural practices of those people, which are super diverse. The entire book is super fucking queer, super queer. Like, there are at least 3 trans writers on there, including myself. There's tons of representation that it's not like a very special queer episode. No. Queer folks just exist in the world, and like it's not something out of the ordinary. It's not something weird or special. Those stories are just there, and if you want to pick up those adventure threads and go off and have a very queer adventure, you can do that. If you're just like, I want to focus on the main quest, then you can do that. The main quest is something that we wrote a year ago before the pandemic, and it's about a pandemic. We didn't make it happen. I'm not that good of a sorcerer or wizard, but the concept is that there is 2 races in Scarred Lands, the Hollow Knights and the Hollow Legionnaires, and they're unaging. They're basically animated suits of armor with their own souls. And a plague has now affected them. And up until now, they've lived like 100+ years and haven't had to worry about washing their hands or getting a cold. And now they're all gonna fucking die of a plague because they won't socially distance or wash their hands or take any of it seriously. And so you have to figure out what's going on. Speaking of what's going on with our cameras?
I just fixed it. I tried to move my my cameras to my other screen, and it's like, nope, it has to be on this screen. And I'm like, okay, I'll leave it there. I won't touch it again.
What a jerk.
Yeah, it was
Stupid other
being
monitor.
a bit of a jerk. Yeah. As soon as I moved it, I was like, oh, nope, putting that back.
But yeah, no, it's a huge adventure. Like if you follow the main plot, it'll cover like probably a year or more of real-time gameplay. And if you follow all of the side quests, you'll never need another book. Like it's kind of ridiculous. There's a lot for you to do, and very little of it has to do with the main quest, but the main quest is also huge.
So it's a very big book. It's a very cool book. It's a very queer book. You should support it on Kickstarter. Is basically the gist there. Alrighty, thank you so much, Hiromi. You know it better than I do, so I'm always gonna throw it to you because you worked on it. I just get to look through it and be like, ooh, this is neat. But now that we've done that, I'm going to throw it to my players. Describe who you are, what you do, just briefly, and then also go over your characters so we can tell everybody who you are. We're going to start with Hiromi, just because you were already talking, so you can talk a little more.
Sure. I'm Hiromi, they, them. I'm playing Zasa, she, her. Zasa is an Asathi wizard, sometimes known as the Lizard Wizards, although Asathi are technically snake people, making her a snake girl, except these are snakes with arms and legs, which make them look like lizards. Anyway, look, I'm not responsible for the art notes.
Well, it's just like how we have Lazaro of the Lizard Emporium, who is an Asathi named Lazaro. Lizard snakes. I am debatable.
And she has focus issues and is generally very nice and wears this hat in person, or in character rather.
And it's a very cute hat.
Is it?
It's a cunning hat.
Alrighty. Next up, Sweeta, you're new. Who are you?
Oh, isn't that the eternal question? Hi, folks. I'm Sweeta. I'm so excited to join you today, and for the foreseeable future. I've played with Roll the Roll before, so it's really nice to be back. I am playing Zoriba, who is a Tasslin. And for folks who are not familiar, this is off of the book name is
Frostlands
of Fenrilik.
There it is. It's a new race option where basically a Tasslin is almost like an ooze that imprints off of a humanoid character. So it could be an elf, a dwarf, an orc, you name it. Zoriba is imprinted off a Drundali elf. So she looks like a Drundali elf, except as if they were carved out of ice. So you will find out about her a little bit today. And my pronouns are she, her, and then Zoriba's are she/her or they/them.
Thank you very much. Sweeta will be here while Megan is out. Megan just recently had a baby, so it's going to be a little while. She has to learn about being a new mom, which is very exciting, and we are going to miss her. I know sometimes she's going to be in the chat, so she is with us in spirit, and also just sometimes literally watching us, which is not, being a mom, which is a lot of work. Alrighty, next up, Rune.
Oh, hello, me. Yes, hi. I am, who am I? Oh, God. Oh. It's one of those days. I'm Rune. I make art on the internet. I work for Cubicle 7, and exciting news, the Age of Sigmar Soulbound core book is actually going to be in stores, but please just, have yours mailed to you.
Yes.
I made it, Ma. I'm in a book. But yeah, so that's a thing that is happening. I play Marigold, and he is the most extra Drundali bard you will ever meet on the face of the planet? Realm?
All of Skarn.
Anyway, I have a zebra. And we are both he, him, and extra as hell, so that's us.
Pink and glittery. Alrighty, last but certainly not least, Shawnee.
Hello, I am Shawnee. I am operating at 50% operable, and I play Shaho, who is a Manticora, and yeah, it's definitely one of those days.
It's okay. We understand.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get right back into it then. Thank you all, everybody. I'll give a quick summary of last week since some of us weren't here. And also, it was a weird episode. So, you all had been in Rivertown, which is the newly formed town on the Border River. It was formerly just a group of loosely, like, trading outposts, things like that. And then they decided to form a town. The whole reason they formed a town is because they were experiencing some trouble. There was vandalism going on, there were fires being started, just general mischief. No one had been really hurt yet, but it was enough that they're like, well, we need some form of government to figure out what's going on here, instead of just a bunch of people being like,
They hurt the tree.
they did hurt the tree. There was a tree that got hurt, which was not great. And so you all were asked to investigate this, or you kind of inserted yourselves into investigating it and then officially got hired. When you discovered some vandalism outside of the tavern that you often go to, the Dropped Eve, and that vandalism looked like some weird faces. They had, very, kind of like pits for eyes, and they were very scary looking. But as you all continued researching, you started noticing some strange things. Namely, that everything that was being done seemed like it was being done by very, very short people. Short people with small feet. And when you put those things together, and the things they were doing, such as stealing candy and vandalizing things, it seemed like it was probably children. So, you all kept investigating, and you discovered that there was a bit of a little child crime ring going on. That, as you explored more, you discovered that the reason it was happening is because these children were actually changelings who had taken the place of the real children in town. The real children in town were in the Fey realm, doing God knows what, and these children had taken their place because they were looking for their own parents. To date, we haven't found their parents, but you were able to make a deal with these kids, as much as anyone makes a deal with the Fae. And the parents of the children were able to go back and get their kids. And these Fae children, these changeling children, are now living in Rivertown as cousins to these kids until they find their own parents. One little interesting tidbit is that Lazaro, the owner of the Lizard Emporium, his daughter was one of the kids who was in the Fae realm, and she was actually the one who called the Fae here. She had been messing around with stuff she probably shouldn't have been, while trying to make her own magic better, because she wanted to be a stronger wizard or sorcerer. She now does have more powerful abilities, but she is a Fae-touched individual now, and she has white scales going down her arms. Which she did not have before. So, just an interesting thing that happened. In general, though, that's where we pick up. You saved the day, mostly, and none of the children were hurt. The children came home, and now there's just they have some cousins who are some weird kids who look a lot like them, but not exactly like them, that just showed up overnight. Alrighty, give me one moment. I just gotta get to the right place in my notes here. Okay, so, after reuniting the townsfolk with their children and bargaining to allow the changeling children to stay in town as cousins of the children they had originally been impersonating, you spent a well-earned night of rest at the Dropped Eve, enjoying a free-of-charge lodging for your assistance. However, come morning, Caravan receives a letter from her girlfriends and bids you all farewell. She doesn't say exactly what she's doing, but she does say that something has come up and she'll be back. Before noon, she has saddled Fancy and has set off into the waste with promises to write and keep in touch. You know that she'll be back, but you'll certainly miss her in the meantime. Now that you're all up and that you've said goodbye to Caravan, wished her farewell, you start to head back into the tavern, and just before you get there, you notice that there's a familiar tree loitering outside the building. If you all remember, Sina, your boss, has a awakened tree as a friend, and you recognize that this tree is probably that tree. What do you do?
Hi.
The tree does a shimmy.
Hello.
If you remember, we called this tree Groot because we did not have another name for it.
Probably not its name.
It's probably not its name. But he...
Am I back by now, out of curiosity?
Oh, yes. So since you had... let's do that. Marigold, what were you doing at the end of that where there was the confrontation with the children? Where did you go?
I wasn't here. I got a call. They wanted me to do a charity concert in the next town over, and, you know, the group seemed like they had this Fae thing handled, and it's a good cause. I don't remember quite what it was. There was a lot of alcohol involved, but, you know, singing, merriment, that sort of thing.
All right. So I would say that it was a raucous night, and you're on your way back into town as Caravan is leaving. So you're able to kind of crossways and figure out what's going on there.
Ships in the night.
Yes, exactly. Ships in the night. You're able to say goodbye to her before she heads out. And then as you're rounding the corner to get back into town, you also see this tree that's outside the tavern, and you see the rest of the party hanging out, talking to a tree.
Oh, it's Groot again. Shaho! Good morning.
Oh, glad you're back.
Zasa, hello. How was
Hi.
how was the entire thing? Did it go well? Was there a thing? I heard there was a thing.
It got kind of weird and multidimensional, but no one got hurt. So
Oh, yeah, that's what matters, right?
we actually increased the population of the town. So that's a plus.
Through procreation or other means.
Oh no, we kind of rescued people who had been replaced,
Fae
and
shit.
Yeah, it got real
Yeah.
Fae.
Oh, how incredibly Fae of them. Anyway, so what's Groot doing here?
Oh, I was just about to ask you.
Groot does like a little shimmy, like saying hello to Marigold, and then swinging his branches towards the window where, if you peek inside, you can see Sina sitting at a table in there with somebody else.
Am
Hey.
I?
Corinne?
Yeah? Can
There's
you
a
hear me?
little buzz happening.
Yeah.
Is your cell
Yeah.
phone anywhere near your microphone?
It is, but it wasn't doing anything. Let's move it.
It's...
Now it's gone. Is it gone?
Hopefully. We'll see.
Weird. Alright, did you hear
Yeah.
what I said?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to
Sina.
have a little look-see.
What's
Alright.
she doing here?
If you'd like to be sneaky about it, roll me a stealth.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time this person shows up, everything goes terribly wrong, so...
Well, it's not like it's her fault, really, though.
Is it though?
Let me actually...
Oh, my character sheet is all kinds of fucked up.
Oh, we're starting off good. I guess 50% Shaho is best Shaho.
Alright. Hey, roll, you're doing good so far. Zaza, are you also taking a look in here?
Yeah, but Sasa's not gonna sneak,
Alright,
which
fair.
means that Zasa either enters in earlier or later, depending on who makes the first move.
Alright. So, Shaho and Marigold, you kind of like peek in through the window. And you're trying to get a closer look, get some more information here. You see that Sina is sitting with someone you've never seen before. They look quite strange. Actually they seem to be made of ice, or at least something that looks like ice, although they don't seem to be melting. And you see that Sina is in discussion with this individual, but you can't hear what they're saying. Although, as you're looking Sina over, she does look a bit stressed out. But basically every time you've seen her, she's been
nothing
stressed
new.
out lately, yeah. she hasn't not been stressed since you've known her, essentially.
Oh boy, new mysterious people.
They kind of look a little like you. Like a Drindali.
A little, but they're very blue.
Well, best way to find out is to head on in, I guess.
I wonder what new catastrophe she's planned for us this time.
All right, Zasa, you rolled a history. What are you looking to know?
Trying to find out if Zasa knows what Tasslin are.
I would say with a 24, and given that you have shown some proficiency in knowing about Fenrilic before, you would be familiar. As you're walking through the door, you get a good look at this individual, and you do have some knowledge of a Tasslin. You know that they are a kind of an interesting and newer group of people who are were originally bound to ice wardens, which are some rather nasty individuals up in the north who create essentially clones of people that they trap in stasis. And the Tasslin are those clones. They are made from other people. But somehow they broke their tie to their ice warden and are now fully sentient on their own. Although they don't have much of a history, given that they only know of themselves as they were as an individual that they never actually were, if that makes sense. So that's about what you know. You know that they're made of ice, or seemingly made of ice, and that you've never seen one here.
I would imagine that very few people on Galespad have. Which is so exciting! Hi! Hi, you, So, I was going to try and be polite and not stare or draw attention to my interest, but I feel like that would be disingenuous, and that would be kind of like a lie, and that would be, rude. So, hi! I'm
Name
yes?
first. Name first.
Oh, hi. I'm Zasa.
And you are a...
I'm an Asathi, and
what do you do?
I'm a wizard.
There
I'm a researcher, and I enjoy lots of things and learning. And I've never seen a Tasslin in person, and excuse my interest. I don't mean to be rude or to put an undue attention to you, but I'm pretty sure no one else in this room has seen a Tasslin either. So you're kind of gonna get it. I'm just being more brusque about it, I guess.
Excitable, I wouldn't say brusque.
There's still a lot of words happening. Zariva, who hasn't introduced herself, is just a little taken aback. So there's just
And
a lot of confusion.
It's okay. I can give you some space. Yes, that's a thing that people do, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Hello, Sina.
Hi, Sina.
It's been a while. I hope you're all rested. I see you've noticed my companion.
Kind of hard not to.
That's very fair, yes. Oh, well, why don't you take a seat? We can discuss this further, and I can properly introduce you.
Right. Drinks, please. Who's the bartender here? What's her name again? Sorry.
I'm trying to remember the bartender's name here. I honestly don't remember. It's been a day. But you actually call her the bartender you haven't spoken to before, which we can name right now. We're going to...
Matilda.
Okay, this is Matilda. You call over Matilda.
Hi, Matilda. Can we get around for all of us, please?
Yes, of course. I'll go get that right now. Anything in particular? Do you want wine? Do you want ale? Do you want water? Because you're boring.
Wine for me. I don't know about the rest of them, though.
I
Some
would like-
water.
I would like spicy water.
Spicy water. You got it.
Is that just alcohol?
I believe that is
Spicy,
very carbonated water.
okay.
Some spicy water.
As background on why most of the cast just fucking lost it, at one point we were each we were offline talking about what we're drinking, and Corinne's like, "Oh, I'm having what is this called? Spicy water." We're like, "What?" the fuck?
I had carbonated. I had like a aha or carbonated water.
Seltzer.
Yeah, I
With
couldn't.
seltzer.
I couldn't think of the word seltzer, so I said spicy water. So, yeah, the spicy water, the water that's spicy. It's the spicy water.
You have a very different definition of spicy.
Yeah.
That's what we said.
But if you think about it, if any water is spicy, it's carbonated water. Okay.
No.
No, there's definitely spicy water in the world, and yeah, there's spiced water.
Ginger beer.
Yeah.
Corinne.
We also had that
spicy water.
discussion. I know. It was a time where
Alcohol could be spicy. If you
Ooh,
think
spiced
about
rum. Spicy
Ugh.
spicy danger water.
Anyway, at one point I could not think of words and did a poor choice of them, and that's why spicy water's a thing. Anyway, that's the thing that happened. But Matilda knows exactly what you're talking about. Yes, of course. Yes, I will get you the heavily carbonated water because that's a thing here. Anything else? So what about you, the icy one? What would you like?
Oh, just water for me, please.
Spicy or regular?
Regular?
All right, you've got it.
Regular.
And Cena gets an ale, and Matilda goes off to go do that, and then comes back with drinks a couple minutes later, handing out spicy and regular waters as well as wine and ale appropriately.
Yes, I'm drinking wine with a straw. What?
Cena, you look still stressed out. Do we have to go do things?
Unfortunately, yes. I do want to ask though, where's Kervin? She all right? She hasn't-
Matilda. Dead.
Marigold, stop.
Stone dead.
I certainly hope not. I quite liked her, although she didn't like me much.
She's not dead. She's off going to do things.
She had a task.
Oh, well, that does happen. All right. I suppose...
These are all euphemisms. She's actually on a date. It's kind of a double date, but not really.
Well, we don't want to tell her business when she's not here to tell it.
Oh,
We were
yes,
being
that's right.
discreet.
She's on a task.
All right, I won't ask any more questions on that then. I suppose it is fortuitous then that I have brought an additional companion for you all. You can say no, of course, but this is Zoriva. Would you like to introduce yourself? Say a little about yourself.
Hello, I'm Zoriva. I am here to help you, I guess. Cena has told me not a lot, actually. You haven't told me much.
Well,
Yeah, she tends to do that.
it's complicated. A little bit.
It never really is as complicated as you say it is.
All right, well, I don't just want to dump everything on her immediately.
But then how will she make the best informed decision? We do dangerous things and all kind of tasks. Did you make sure that she's up for that?
I did say it was dangerous. And
No, did you emphasize it was like dangerous on life and limb, not just like, oh, scary, this might be a little spooky. No, like we actually have almost died a few times.
I did. I can't say, how much of that she totally grasped, I suppose. But I did say it was dangerous, and I did explain the severity of the situation, and, well, she's an adventurer herself.
Well,
Sort of.
Zariba, we are definitely down a person, so it would be great to have your help, but we want to make sure that you're comfortable joining us, because again, it is dangerous.
Actually, we should probably know what we're doing first.
Oh yeah, we didn't know that.
And spare us the cryptic, really.
I will try to
Please.
be as not cryptic as possible. All right,
Is
so,
that possible?
Good question.
okay, fair.
I like this one.
So you continue to roast Cena, and she totally deserves it. She is, plays it a bit close to the
She's
vest.
looking like she's seen a better days.
It's bad.
I'll be her all night.
So, as you're all kind of settling in with your drinks, Cena brings out a map, as she almost always does when she meets you in this bar. Unfortunately, this isn't a social visit, and I didn't just bring you a friend. She's quite lovely, but I was able to finally discern some new possible locations. I can't guarantee their validity, and I want you to exercise extreme caution, but they must be checked, and I trust you lot a lot more than anyone else. And let's bring up
Back to this again.
unfortunately.
So, time to go throw ourselves into poisoned land, nearly die, looking for pieces of a dead god. Okay. I was really enjoying doing concerts again.
Do
Well,
you normally do concerts?
Yes, I am a bard.
Marigold is an amazing bard, so talented.
It's true.
Oh god.
Every now
Thank
and then
you.
someone asks for an autograph.
That is actually true.
I hope I get to hear you
Sing.
sing.
Yes. I also play the bagpipes, but that's more of a weapon than it is a musical instrument, so I may advise you to close your ears first.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen. Well, maybe I have seen bagpipes. I don't actually quite know.
I will haul the bagpipes out. Multiple pipes there. Marigold's actually, since the festival that he went and played at, they had been painted a bunch of different colors. So like the individual pipes are all painted like lurid neon colors. The bag itself has been embellished with actually something that looks rather like this. Very sparkly. Lots of charms dangling off the ends. It jingles when he pulls it out. That's a phrase I'm never saying on stream again. Anyway.
I feel like it's on brand for Marigold.
yeah, I mean, either way, it's on brand, no matter what we're talking about.
Hey.
I look sufficiently impressed. I have actually never seen these before.
They sound terrible, just so you know. But they're a weapon from my homeland. I'm lying. I picked them up somewhere between here and home. So.
Do I get to roll insight on the lying?
Go for it!
Okay.
Yep. Roll insight to see if you know whether these bagpipes are a weapon.
Have fun.
Oh, I think I'm trying to see. Give me a minute to get acclimated. I think I get advantage on wisdom, but let me double check.
Oh, this will be fun.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Oh.
My God, I'm looking it
Sorry.
up. I know I get advantage on something.
I think you might get
on
advantage on the
saving
wisdom.
throws against. Okay, let's see here.
That might only be saving throws, though, so let me check and see.
Yeah, I think it's only saving throws. So
But,
I'll just roll the same level.
So, this is kind of interesting. Let's see what you get. 11. So, you
11.
were a Drendali elf, but you have very foggy memories of what it's actually like in the Drendali lands. So, you believe, Marigold, that these are a weapon from a cultural Drendali weapon.
Okay, I guess the Drendali were both musical and deadly.
Well,
I am now under a misunderstanding about the culture that I have imprinted on.
for what it's worth, the Drendali aren't exactly. No, I'm from the Tamana in the Charduni Empire. I come from the court there.
Okay.
So it may be a little different than you remember, really.
I will take you at your word. I'm very trusting right now.
That's a terrible idea. Sina, where did Sina find you?
That's a good question, and I look at Sina.
Well, that's one of the things that's kind of complicated. Zoriva here, stumbled upon the Phylacteric Vaults, although not quite stumbled.
Whoa. People can just stumble
Generally,
onto the
Phylacteric Vault.
generally no.
That's-
Generally no. That's why it's weird. That's why it's weird. So, okay.
I have concerns.
This is.
It's not just weird, it's alarming.
It is. Okay, so the Phylacteric Vault sent a expedition to Fenrilik in the north, and that expedition never returned. But Zoriva
As they
here
do.
did return. But
Instead of the expedition.
yes.
What? Alright.
But Zoriva here,
Alarm is increasing.
they seem to be a imprint of the adventurer who we sent off. We don't know very much about
Oh.
what Zoriva is. We're kind of learning. Nobody else should have been able to stumble upon the vault, but since they had, in a way, been there before, they were able to get there, even though they physically had never been there. Does that
I'm trying to
make a
find
little bit of
myself.
sense?
Well, it is a long journey. Self-discovery. Yes, that makes perfect sense.
So theoretically, if I took a sample from someone who had been to the Phylacteric Vault and then made a homunculus of them, I could send the homunculus in? This seems like
I'm
a
sorry, what?
flaw. I'm
Homunculus?
it's illegal, and I should stop talking about that.
You probably should, but no. Generally, Zoriva here didn't actually make it inside the vault. They
Okay.
reached the building, the Phylacteric Vault. They reached the organization. We found them outside, and well, we're quite upset to find them there, and took it from there. We tried, the standard methods. How did you get here? What happened? But she doesn't know much. And so we're kind of hoping here that, maybe being with other adventurers, she might have her memory jogged about what happened and how she became this way and kind of more of what she is. And I trust you more than anybody else, unfortunately. So here we are.
Right, are you useful in a fight?
Me?
Yes, you.
I have done violence? I think.
You have done violence.
I think I've done violence.
You think you've done violence.
It's been a little bit.
Right, okay.
When we sent this party out, they were in incredibly well prepared. They were fighters. So, if Zoriva here is some sort of imprint of the fighter we sent out, there is hope that she is also quite proficient, but we haven't tested her, so... I mean, beyond the usual tests we did. We didn't, throw her into a fight and be like, go at it, but, we did see what she could do, and she has some abilities.
Wait, we didn't do that?
No! Well, I didn't throw you into a fighting pit.
I can arrange for that.
If you want, we can throw you into a fighting pit.
I don't think we should go around throwing anyone into a fighting pit.
Well,
I'm
that's
not
why
going
we
to be
didn't
throwing
do
anyone.
it.
Have you seen these arms? Really, these are delicate.
Zariva, we have also done violence. It's good to meet you.
We don't do violence as a rule. We sort of do violence and then we try to come to an agreement rather than killing people. That is sort of a rule of our group, actually. If we cannot kill people, we definitely try not to. So is that something you're all right with? I know it's less convenient. Murder really is sort of the end-all of conflicts. It's just you kill
And
these
kind of
people and they're
typical
out
for
of your way.
Gilsfad.
Actually, yes. But we're not like
Yeah.
the rest of Gelsbad, so... We're not like other adventurers.
Zariva takes out a little notebook and starts to scribble in it. Murder is bad.
Okay, well...
She's
That
quite
sucks.
impressionable. And that's why I thought you could be a good influence. I mean, you've done great things. You've avoided conflict, and, I thought that perhaps, you could inspire her a bit and make sure she stays on the right path.
I mean, respectfully, Sina,
Yes.
we're not babysitters and we do very dangerous things. I'm not trying to say that we don't want her, that we don't want you. Sorry, I don't want to talk about you as he's not here.
That's
But
okay, it happens.
No, it's actually rather rude, but here's the thing, I do want to impress upon you that what we do is very dangerous, and this world is quite terrible. And you're alright with that. Sight unseen.
You can't be worse than what I've dealt with so far. And she looks at Sina.
Fenrilik is an incredibly inhospitable place, and that is where she comes from. And honestly, the methods we think that created her are probably worse than a lot of the things you've already encountered. So, well, it could be scary, of course, and it could be dangerous. I personally feel she can handle it. And I wouldn't, throw her out there to die. The Phylacteric Vault really needs that information in her head. A lot.
When we had the shared dream, did we know we were in... Did we realize afterward that we were in Finralik at the time? Or did we not discover that information?
I believe Zasa did. Zasa was able to put, the
Yes.
pieces together.
Oh, so you mean like that icy place where Zasa almost got disappeared when we were sleeping?
The dream we all had, yeah. That's Fenrilik.
Oh!
The ice spiders.
Is that why you're all, icy?
I was going to say gorgeous, but okay.
Also gorgeous, but icy too.
You can be icy and gorgeous. And she is, so yes.
Zariva's going to experience blushing, I think, which means that cheeks turn slightly melty and purple. Potentially.
Cute!
Okay, that's adorable. Alright, Sina, I'm going to have to not call you Zaniba because I've watched way too much Spirited Away. Anyway, it's Zariba, right? Zariba. Alright, Zariba. Okay, Sina, where are we going?
All right. Well, she, gestures to the map, and I will bring you all to the map. Boop, boop. All right. Let me stream the map as well. All right. Yeah, we can see all the places here. Yes. Okay. Alrighty. So, Sina starts pointing out some places on the map. We have here.
Okay.
ping. There we go. There. And over here.
Hmm.
And...
Back
All
into the
right.
desert again.
I don't know if I want to go near the Hornsaw Forest. I mean, I've heard stories about the unicorns.
I mean, we've been in the Hornsaw Forest, haven't we?
No, not yet.
A little bit.
A tiny bit.
Yeah, you were, like, next to it. All right, so I have 3 potential locations to the south. One is not far from Dunael in the Cruden Desert. And then as she is talking about that one, she points out here. Yes, right here. And then there is another that is close to the eastern portion of the Splintered River. And that is the one that is over here. And finally, I hate to suggest it, but one that is near the outer reaches of the Hornsaw Forest. I don't know exactly what's in these locations, but they do fit the descriptors and the various, methods that I have of thinking that there is pieces of Mormo here.
Who all have you discussed these locations with? Like, does anyone have like a jump on us headed there?
Yeah, good question.
I have tried to keep these ones secret. I have not told Morin, but I can't be certain that she doesn't know through other means. I could have been spied on, my maps and data could have been taken. To my knowledge, no one else should know. I haven't told any other adventuring groups, I haven't told Morin, but I do have this as a caveat. I honestly don't know, because I don't know how deep her tendrils go. Someone could have the jump on you, someone could already be there, someone could have already taken the pieces. I honestly don't know, and that's why caution is so incredibly important.
We're going to need those scrolls of shrinking ink.
Of course, yes, I do have more. And she goes into her bag and pulls out, this time she gives you 6 scrolls of Enlarge Reduce. I honestly don't know what's in these locations. I have not had the chance to really dig deep into them because I don't have the time or the resources without more knowing. I hope these are enough. I can honestly say that I don't know what you're walking into here. And I hope that you're up to the task. I believe in you that you're up to the task. I have to believe in you because I don't really have any other options.
Are you
Well,
alright?
It's incredibly stressful knowing that your boss could be a traitor, and that everything you're doing could be undermined at any given point, and that, you could be sending a bunch of adventurers into a death trap that's already, honestly.
Sina.
Yeah.
Sina.
Yes.
We'll go look.
Okay.
We'll go look.
I
alright?
appreciate that. I really do. And I don't want you to die. So if you have any problems, please let me know. And if you need any more information, I will try and get it to you. I'm a little bit at my wit's end here, and just really trying to keep this a very need-to-know operation. And you're really the only ones who know. It's me and you and Zariva here. And so I hope she's able to help.
Alright. Well, we're the nearest near Dunail, so I suppose that's where we should start. Is anybody listening to us? I'm gonna take a glance around the room.
So I'd like you to roll a investigation for me.
Oh God, I'm as dumb as a brick. Why do you do this to me?
Because
Eight.
you're as dumb as a brick.
It's true.
Oh no.
It's true.
So you don't really notice anybody listening, but one thing you do notice is that there is a small glowing kind of like pebble that's on the table. And that you notice it, you don't really know what it does, but you think maybe that is some sort of sound blocking device or something.
Zasa, what is that? Easiest question ever.
Give me an arcana. So Zasa, you recognize this as just being an ordinary stone, but the stone itself has a aura of silence cast upon it, and basically this whole space surrounding the table, so probably just enough to hit where you're seated. The sound cannot travel outside of it. So if you stick your head like way out, you wouldn't be able to hear what was being talked about inside of it.
It's a sound canceling device,
Alright.
like the one that I accidentally used to kill Larrick.
Oh.
But it'll do a really good job to keep the conversation contained here.
Are you alright?
I guess no. I'm sorry, this is confusing.
I'll just slide my glass of wine towards Zasa. Marigold notably hasn't drank any of it. Alright, Dineo. Are you going to be alright in the desert, Zariba?
Yeah.
It is rather hot, and I know that we all had problems with it.
Oh.
You're sort of made of ice.
So I did have a plan for that, actually. Now, it's not perfect, and if somebody shoots, fire at her, or if, God forbid she falls in lava, it won't work. But I do have a ring of heat resistance here that she can take, and hopefully that will protect her. It's not going to stop her from, literally melting if you drop her in lava, but it should protect her from literally melting for being in the desert. One should hope.
One should hope.
Oh, but it hasn't exactly been tested. I didn't bring her to the desert yet.
Maybe we don't go to the desert. I think the unicorns might be better.
I don't know about that. Can we have the map again, please?
Yeah, of course. Boop.
Do I know what unicorns are?
Where are we?
So
at
right
the
now,
moment? Are we in Langware?
yeah, right now you are up here. You're
So wherever this encampment is.
yeah,
up here
where the
in
new
Derek
town of Rivertown is. So you're here.
Okay.
So there's a couple different routes you could go. You could go to the Hornsaw Forest, but it would be quite a long journey, and you'd be bypassing the other places.
I might be best for us to go around the fouled forest. Marigold is very gently drawing on the map, and then track our way this way.
Start from west to east.
Right, we take the border river down to Meliad, get ourselves, well, we had lizards, and Melanuin handled the desert just fine, so...
Do I know anything that could help us along that route or about the terrain in the area?
So, Shaho, you do think that this route does make sense, given that it seems to be it would require the least amount of backtracking. But you do know that the desert can be pretty formidable, so it will be a bit of it'll be a journey. Definitely, you're going to want to prepare with making sure you have enough supplies. You can definitely stop in Meliad for supplies as you've done in the past, and you might be able to stop by Dunael if after stopping here at this point, if you needed supplies or a rest, it might be worth it. But in general, you just know that it is going to be a lot of wilderness travel, and you're going to have to prep for having the correct survival equipment.
Sasa, do you have any wizard friends that could, I don't know, help make something for Zoriba?
I mean, probably.
I'll Also,
It's like we have Spike. That's pretty cool. So maybe we can make something that stays cold or prolongs ice.
Like a traveling snow globe or something.
tinker a little bit. If you have
You
the-
tinker?
Yes, I tinker. I dabble a little. I'm an artificer.
Neat. That's fascinating. I like experiments and tinkering
Partially.
too. I have a very important question for you that is actually on topic and not a diversion at all. I am staying exactly on topic and not diverting from the conversation that we're having. I'm doing a really good job at that. Oh,
That's the
right.
question.
Are you immune to cold damage?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I am.
Would you mind if I use the spell on you so that we can see how it makes you feel?
I don't think we can use spells in the tavern in public.
I was about to ask. I don't think that's a done thing. Maybe we could do it outside where people don't get hurt because, and she looks at Marigold, murder is bad.
Yes, murder is
Yeah.
bad.
It is bad.
No, they usually want us to do magic and things out of doors.
That makes sense.
Do you want to
Sorry.
step outside? You can step
Sure.
outside.
Normally that invitation is a lot more hostile.
That's what I was
Oh.
thinking.
Would you like to take this outside?
Would you like to take this outside so I can cast a hostile spell on you?
Oh boy.
Grr, let's take this. No, I don't think that quite works. That doesn't seem to fit with my memories. We can just take this outside.
Oh boy.
I can't wait to watch this. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna set up my box and get in it. It's for viewing pleasure.
Marigold will just lean against the tavern.
I am missing the bottom half of the map, but
It doesn't exist. Don't worry about it.
okay, there we go.
Here, I can make it bigger.
Maybe
hopefully.
over here, in an open space away from people, because murder is bad.
Murder is
Oh, whoops!
bad.
That's not what I wanted to do.
There we go. Give us a
Delete.
little bit more space in front of the tavern there. All right. So, Cena just kind of stands in the doorway watching this. Oops.
I did not miss the level, did I?
What'd you say?
I'm just making sure that we're all still level.
Oh, yeah, still level 4. Yep, you're good.
Difficult.
No leveling occurred. All right. Look, giant melon. He's not that big. There you go. He's that big. All right. Okay.
I think the
Horse.
tree's gonna be better. I can see
Hunts.
everything.
Hunt.
All right. So, if you are casting a spell, go for it, Zasa. Now that you're all outside.
Let me get out of the way.
Oh no, I actually need you in the way.
Oh, then let me get out of the way.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm gonna go
yes, that-
stand gonna go stand
Right
over
here?
here underneath the tree.
Sure, that seems like a good place.
Okay. She just sort of holds her arms out and is like, I think the vernacular is hit me?
Yep.
Hit me.
Yeah,
That works.
Yes, exactly.
With your best shot.
Best shot.
Yes.
Come on and hit me with your best shot.
All right.
Actually, hit me with your cold snap.
Miracle just nods approvingly at Shaho.
All right. So Zasa.
The bard, it's infecting everyone.
You shoot a wave of cold towards Oriva, and it seems not to affect them. Nothing happens. It's just as if you've made them colder, but that doesn't matter at all. It's totally cool.
How do you feel?
Totally cool, you say.
Totally cool.
Oh no.
DM, you need to chill.
Oh no.
I gotta take a chill pill, okay? Excuse me.
Oh no. It's not very nice of you.
Oh my god.
I know, I'm being
glad
a bit
that
frosty.
we're all warm. I'm glad that we're all warming up to each other. It's really awkward when someone's frigid.
Oh no. Oh no.
Alright, just get it out. Just, these hurt more than the actual spell did.
Our frostbite is worse than our bite.
Oh.
I'm sorry! Not really, but I'm sort of sorry.
Oh,
We're
my
all
Lord.
Somewhere
So
in the world,
ridiculous.
Caravan is mad at us.
Yes.
If we tell enough puns, Caravan just hits her limit break and then just hits us from across the fucking continent.
Anyway, we're going to skate on by. Ice
Oh.
skating. No.
You're on thin
Alright.
ice, Marigold.
I know.
Okay.
Did you say hockey?
All right, I am ending this. It's really
Oh
hard.
no! I pucked up.
We focus on the goal, please.
Zariba's just gonna stand there and just realize that this might potentially be worse than she thought. But she's in it now. There's no turning back.
Why did you stick me with a bard? I'm cursed to make puns.
Zasa,
Yeah.
is your
So how
idea
did
to use
How-
that spell to keep her cool?
Oh,
Yeah,
that might-
I mean, I
that
can-
actually work.
I can cast it pretty much whenever. So if that makes you feel better and helps stave off the heat, then I can just cast that whenever.
Oh, I appreciate it, but I can also do this.
Oh.
And so she looks at a corner and just holds up a hand. I guess Tony Stark
Zap.
style. And frost comes out. I can do this.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Right. Great.
Okay.
Well,
Uh-oh.
you plotted a really good route, Marigold, and it seems like Sariva's gonna be okay in the desert.
All right. Well, when do we want to leave? Today? Tomorrow? Today's probably good. What time is it?
Well, we should get supplies for sure.
Well, right. I mean, when do we want to start moseying?
It is about noon.
Are we taking the cart too?
I don't
Have
think
a
we should
cart.
take the cart.
Okay.
Well, maybe we should take the cart. No, but the sand. Meneluen, darling, where are you?
Oh, I'm right over here.
How do you feel about pulling a cart through the desert again?
Well, it wasn't a lot of fun the first time, but I'm happy to help as long as you get me ice cream.
I will always get you ice cream. Oh, Zariba, Meneluen, this is my friend. I'm pointing to a gorgeous striped horse. His mane and tail are beautifully braided. They have flowers in them. Like, this is the most pampered zebra on the face of Skarn.
I'm gonna roll history to see if I know what a zebra is.
All
Have at it. I don't know what a zebra is in character. I just know he's real pretty.
So you know that whatever a zebra is, they're not very common, and you've never seen one before. But you think that he's a very pretty horse.
Hello. And I wave at the horse.
Hi,
The
I'm
horse does
Meneluen.
talk.
You notice that he has a little medallion tied around his neck that has it's like tied around with twine, and that is certainly kind of a weird thing for a horse to be wearing.
I've upgraded that.
Oh,
Like
is it
the
no longer
twine?
twine?
If it's part of the magical component.
No.
If it's magical component for twine. Okay, so Marigold has definitely, or during the festival, gotten a beautiful leather, like little thing. So it's probably about this thick, and it's like red tooled leather. It's very handsome.
So
I'm sure Menelun picked it out for himself.
Oh, I'm sure he did. So instead of that, it is the lovely red tooled leather with a medallion that kind of like rests on Menelun's chest, which is, you don't think horses generally wear necklaces, but this one does.
This one does. He does talk. He's not actually a zebra, but we're trying to figure that out.
I'm complicated.
You're an experience.
I'm an experience. I like that. I like that.
We both are.
Very true, and I think that's why I was drawn to you.
And I to you, my friend. So, supplies, river, verdict on the cart. I have to get him ice cream if we're gonna take the cart, though.
We're more we're never inconspicuous.
We really
actually.
aren't.
We're less hampered.
Without the cart, true. I think maybe tents rather than the cart, especially since we're going through a lot of sand. And we might pick up a pack animal of some sort. We are going to need to get Zaniba a lizard of some sort. Zariba, sorry. I knew somebody named Zaniba. Lovely lady, really. Not as blue as you, nor as magical, so... Well, differently magical. It doesn't matter, sorry. I'm terrible with names. All of them can tell you. It took me weeks to get the names right.
Zariba's gonna turn purple and a little melty again. This is okay.
But as long as we have an understanding. I'm not trying to be malicious, really.
That's okay. I've been through worse, I think.
This might be a personal question, and I'm sorry, but are you cold to the touch?
Zariba just holds out an arm.
Okay.
Are you cold to the touch? Marigold will poke as well.
I would say that, yes, Zariva is cold to the touch, but not so much that, it's painful, but I think it would be like if you did touch a big block of ice, it would be like, oh, this is cold. And it would melt a little bit when you're touching it, but not a lot, just, enough that your hand comes away slightly wet.
Then I don't think a lizard is the best mount.
Oh, right. We need something that'll be alright in the desert, so lizard probably the best choice, just a good saddle.
Oh, well, yeah, but she's cold.
Oh.
Yeah, cold-blooded folks are, we're happy in the desert, but, ice is something we enjoy sparingly.
Zariva writes this down.
So maybe a horse. Right. So a horse for Zariba, supplies, and then we need to get on the road before anyone else does.
Okay. Where do we get horses?
And what kind of nutritional needs do you have?
Do you eat?
What do you eat? Do you eat?
Do I eat?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know if I eat.
Sina speaks up from the corner like, well, we're still trying to figure that out. We have been trying various nutritional things to see if they help her. We've come to discover we think she is part ooze. And thus she can digest things. So eat when you're hungry, I guess, Zariva. If you feel hungry or tired, try eating something. See if it works.
How long ago did they find you?
Not super long ago. It's been pretty recent.
Like days, weeks, months?
maybe weeks. I think weeks, right? Weeks.
Yes,
It's
a
very new.
few weeks. We didn't want to keep her locked up though. Once we realized she's completely sentient, it didn't seem right. So
No, generally locking up sentient creatures is frowned upon.
that's
Yeah,
why we didn't do
not
it. Once we realized, oh, she's sentient and not just, a mindless clone. And then, let her out
Oh,
into the world.
we can still do lizards. We can just get like a saddle that'll insulate the lizard from the cold.
Yes, I rather thought so.
That might be easier to pull off because we're right near Lazaro.
Makes
Lazaro's
sense.
Emporium, yes.
Trying to see if I have anything to help with installation.
Oh, you're a tinkerer. You can build your own saddle.
I mean, that will take time. I think a few blankets would just do the trick.
Yeah, I think if we find time, or we find that we have extended time in the desert, then I can tinker.
Lizard?
Lizards.
And blankets.
Sina, are you taking care of her? Are you safe for now?
I am, yes. I am mainly staying at the vault. It's generally safer there, and I don't think Morin would try anything if I'm actually at the vault. I'll be heading back there now. I've been doing most of my research inside the building, and, feeling a little bit cooped up about it, but I am safe. Nothing can get me in there. It is, a veritable fortress.
Oh,
Alright.
well, while you're there, if you have the time, maybe if you could look up things about how this used to be Ashburn and like find out a bit about where were they? Where were they, Zaza? Changelings?
Changelings. What?
Wait,
Were
wait.
they? Well,
So-
the kids, the doppelganger kids.
Oh yeah, they were changelings.
Did I miss something? Oh, it got really fey in here.
Yeah, I got
That's what it
Yes.
really
was.
fey. So if you could just find out information about like,
Jimothy. Was it him?
oh, we got a lot to catch you up on.
There was a Jimothy that was worse than normal Jimothy.
Imagine Jimothy but fey.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to.
You don't.
This might make you
Okay.
feel. This might make you happy though.
Mhm.
He tried to cast a mind control spell on me, and I countered it, and then it kind of blew up in his face and greased him.
And his companions.
And
And some of us.
And us.
Wow. What's some grease between
No,
friends?
no, I don't like
Mm-mm.
that one.
No. No, I'm good.
Anyway, there's probably like some rogue changeling adults around missing here, but just look into it if you have the chance, because we didn't really resolve that.
I will certainly look into that. You said this place was called Ashbourne. Ashbourne.
Yes.
Does ring
Ashburn, yes.
a bit of a bell. All right, I will look into this for you, see if I have any more information. I'm sure the vault has something. They know just about everything about a little bit about something, and something about everything. All right. I do have a bit of an advance for you, especially for taking Zoriva along with you. And she gives you 200 gold, just like in a pouch, to help with supplies. I don't want to say for like room and board, but kind of for room and board for Zoriva. She doesn't really have much of her to her own name. All the money she has is made of ice, which nobody accepts. So, I should hope this would help.
Sina, do I also get the ring of heat resistance?
Oh, yes, you do. Here you go. And she hands that over to you.
Okay, gotta add that to the character sheet.
So that hopefully that with the ice spells means you shouldn't melt in the desert. Yay!
Woo!
Just become a weird pile of ooze.
So yeah, talking ooze.
Yeah, just a pile of talking ooze, vaguely shaped like a Drundali elf. Just like, you got some pointy ears.
I have to draw that now. Don't think I wanna.
Thank you.
Alright.
Bye, Cena.
And good luck. I'm
Yeah.
serious. Be so careful, please.
Are we ever not?
Well, I honestly don't want to consider it. You succeed. We'll put it that way.
Generally speaking, yes. Right, lizard.
All right. So you're gonna go to Lazaro. Is that correct?
I keep thinking you're saying lasagna.
You're gonna go to lasagna. Hey, you
Yeah,
gotta go get some
let's
lasagna.
Let's go see Lazaro.
Gotta
That's
go
his
get a good.
sister.
Gotta go get a good lasagna from Lazaro's sister. She makes a great lasagna.
Lazaro's sister lasagna.
Yeah, that's her
God.
name.
Lizzie lasagna.
Someone's parents did not like their children.
I mean, who names an Asathi Lazaro? Come on.
Someone
Yeah.
with a sense of humor? I don't know. What is humor?
It's a family name. It's a family
Good
name.
question.
It's a family name. Oh no.
A long line of Lazaros who run lizard
Lazaros
emporiums.
and lasagnas.
Lazaros and lasagnas.
Lazaro lasagna.
Oh, goodness.
Let's go find a lizard.
Gotta go find a lizard.
Yeah.
What was that quote? Almost always almost off the rails, but not quite.
Because the rails are being built as it goes.
Basically, yeah.
Please name a NPC Shagglethrax Top Down.
Shagglethrax top down. Okay, let me write that down.
Somebody named Kika just redeemed that, so.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Shagglethrax top down.
There's a joke
Forge has also
in this.
redeemed some NPC names.
If they're in there, if that's happened, please let me know. I might have missed them. Because I can't always look at chat. So if that happens, please let me know. And if I've missed them in the past, please let me know, and I will do them. We will have NPCs named that. I swear to God. Okay,
Is
Shagglethrax.
Corinne's audio a little muffled to anybody else, or is it me?
A little. Everyone kind of sounds low for me.
Can you hear me?
A little muffled.
We can hear you,
Yeah.
but you're
That's
like.
strange. Let me.
Mm.
It might be Zoom being.
Exhausted
a little
sounds okay. I'm just quiet because I'm actually soft-spoken in real life.
weird. Here, let me just turn everybody up and myself up.
Discord routinely clips me off when I'm talking to people on the phone because it's like, you're not actually talking, and I'm like, I can't talk louder.
Okay, so
Thanks.
I've turned us all up in OBS. So if you guys are having trouble hearing people, let me know. But if Chad is having trouble, it should be better now.
Okay.
Burble chatter.
Nice.
Oh yes.
That is the word.
Okay. We can have another name, Burble Chatter. That is my bird Simon, by the way. So we have 2 NPC names.
That was in game.
Nope, that's literally my bird. There's no bird in the music. That's my bird. His name's Simon. He's a parakeet. Okay, so 2 NPC names.
He's very chatty.
Oh yeah, he loves to sing. He does it all the time. He loves anime
You
music.
look at the bard.
And he loves
taste.
the Parks and Rec theme.
Nice.
Okay.
Solid.
Does he do the Bobby thing?
The what?
They are little teeny parrots. The bird bob thing.
Oh yeah, he does that. He does that. He's in love with his bell, so like he has like a little jingly bell in his cage, and he sings into it. Like he'll stick his face into it and sing because it bounces back. And he tries to feed his bell, which just means it ends up a seed on the ground, but he thinks it's a bird, and we don't know how to make him not think it's a bird, so he's in love with his bell.
Let him live his best burb life.
Yes, he's living his best burb life. He just has a fake girlfriend, or boyfriend. I haven't asked. I don't know. I don't know this.
His partner's
No.
real to him.
Yes, his partner is real to him.
That's all that matters.
So if he likes that, never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke.
Zariva, have you seen a lizard before?
That's a good question. Let's roll for it. When in doubt, we're gonna roll for it.
Let's see if you know what lizards are. Have you ever seen one?
Nope.
Nope.
We're
Nope.
gonna say no.
You have no idea what a
This
lizard
is Komodo, and he's my best friend.
It's pretty.
They do bite. Just watch your hands.
Thank you, aw.
He's a good boy. He only bites when I beg him so that we don't die.
Aw,
That's true.
he's very cute.
But he is poisonous, so maybe don't touch the mouth area.
You just see the sparkles in Zariva's eyes get brighter when you say poisonous.
Oh.
This is Miss Lizard. I don't know her first name. She hasn't shared it with us, mainly because she doesn't speak much, or at all. But that's okay.
They're so cute.
Let's go get you one of your own.
Yep. You can find a blue one.
All right. So
And we were color matching.
you head down to Lazaro's Lizard Emporium, which now has an actual building. Before he just had a little stand that he had on the riverboat. Now it's an actual establishment. It's not huge by any means. He's still building it up. But as you approach the Lizard Emporium, you see that it has a fair amount of business. Losing my voice here. It has a fair amount of business, and some people are going in and out. In fact, you see a short, what looks like maybe a goblin of some sort, leaving the shop with a large lizard, larger far than the goblin, and as they pass you, they look up. Oh, hi. You going into the shop here?
Yes, we're looking for a lizard for our friend here.
Oh, well,
Say hello in.
I just wanted to let you know that they're having a sale right now, so get in there. I got this big old lizard for like half price. I don't know why they're having such a sale.
Tip.
Nice.
Very welcome. But anyway, I'm gonna
say
go.
hello in Goblin.
Ah, hey!
What's your name?
You know Goblin? Ah, I like you. My name's Burble Chatter.
Hello.
I also said that in Goblin. Goblin friend.
You get high fives from Burble Chatter. The goblin NPC who's here to be a redeemed name. But yeah, they got a sale going on, so get in there. Lizard's a half price, and all accoutrements are buy one get one free. I don't know if you need two. You do have a lot of lizards, so take advantage of that. I'm like advertising for this place for some reason. I just like good deals. Anyway, I gotta go.
What's he saying, Zasa?
Hi.
I don't actually know, and that's really fun.
I don't speak Goblin or whatever that was.
Oh, it was definitely Goblin. I haven't learned that yet. It's such a pretty language.
He said there's a crazy sale going on in there.
Oh, lovely. Wait, hold on. Zariba, do you speak Drendali?
Yes, I do. I speak Elvish, Goblin, and Common, I think.
Because there's Drendali and Elvish and Arne.
Once more with feeling.
Gotta dance! I don't know.
I would say that
Drendali,
Zariva,
Elvish, and Arne.
Zariva, you probably would speak Drendali, considering you were based off of Drendali elf, so you would have that as a language.
Okay, gotta update the character sheet. 1 second.
That's all right.
So, Marigold will switch into Drendali. Do you actually understand me?
Zariva looks very surprised and says yes in a language she did not know she spoke.
Oh, delightful.
Learn something
Zaza, do you
new
know
every
what this
day.
Well, you do look like one of us, so I thought I'd ask, but...
Yeah, I think the original person that I printed off of was a Drendal the Elf, but I don't really remember much outside of that.
Okay, we've learned a new thing.
Neat.
Does Asa speak Elven?
I speak Drendali, yes.
Nice. Oh, I didn't know you spoke Drendali. So the only person here who doesn't speak Drendali is Shaho?
Shaw's just standing there like,
Teach you?
We can teach. We can teach you. Actually, I say, switching back into common. I mean, you picked up Sylvan easily enough. I'm sure that, Drendali won't be too hard for you. They're actually sort of related. Sylvan's sort of like, the Sylvan and then there's the Elven languages, and they're sort of, descended. But
I'm all for learning more languages.
I'll be happy to teach you on the way, because we have nothing to do except ride into the desert for a few days and a bit. Oh boy, desert. I'm gonna have to get another parasol.
What happened to your original parasol?
I sort of lost it.
Oh, sorry, that was...
There was a festival and things got weird, and I don't remember a little bit of it, and my parasol's missing.
things got weird at a festival. That could mean so many things.
I mean, that seems normal.
I mean, somebody did also steal all of my underwear, so... If I see that shit on eBay later, I'm gonna be so mad.
What's eBay?
Exactly. Lizard?
So if you start going into the Lizard Emporium, you see that it is, it's even busier than you thought it was from the outside. It looks like the sale is going well for whatever reason that there's a sale. You see that there is a large array of lizard wares. You have lizard treats, you have saddles, you have lizard armor, you have lizards themselves. There is it looks like a stable kind of out back that has some lizard, what's the word I'm looking for, like paddocks? Lizard paddocks? Is that a thing? I don't know. I guess it is for riding lizards. That you can kind of see out back that there's some lizards out there. Yeah, so there's just about anything you could want for a lizard here. What are you going to buy first?
Zariva's gonna wander off towards the lizard paddocks. She looks like she's a kid in a candy store.
All right. So you head back to the back towards the paddocks, and as you're going back there, you kind of glance through before stepping inside, and you see it's pretty busy in there. Lots of people looking at different lizards. These are all riding lizards, save for a few. There are just some small pet lizards that are, off to the side. And there's, some that are getting more attention than others. There's a couple of very large varieties of lizard, some more standard sized ones, and there's a array of colors. Are you looking for anything in particular in your lizard?
I'm gonna look at the party expectantly. Is there something I should be looking for in the lizard?
Well, we want one of good stock. We want one that's sturdy, likes hot environments. I don't know. Shaho, this is your thing. Why am I even talking?
You like talking.
I do, but Shaho knows far more about lizards than I do, and I will be absolutely talking out of my beautifully, perfectly sculpted ass. And I would rather Shaho give you useful information rather than whatever I'm making up out of my butt.
Can do that?
I can. It's a bard thing, not a Drendali thing. Don't worry if you don't get it immediately.
I'm gonna write that down.
Oh god.
I'm actually gonna just look around and see if I can spot Lazaro anywhere.
So you look around, and you see that Lazaro is currently speaking to some other people who are looking at some of the riding lizards. He has a bit of a crowd. He's showing off some of his newer lizards. As if you approach, I can kind of give you a bit of his spiel that he has going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over and see what he got.
Okay, so as you walk up, there is Lazaro of the Lizard Emporium. He is talking, and gesturing to various lizards that he has. First, we have our chameleon breed, quite stealthy and with a tongue that can reach far farther than my tongue, I guess, and anyone else's tongue, really. Nobody has a tongue this huge. Check this chameleon out. And the chameleon, has its tongue go out and, like, grab something across the room, and then it just has, like, a broom in its mouth. And then there is a kind of, like, low to the ground lizard that's, like, really flat, and it sticks its tongue out and it's bright blue. And he's like, yes, the blue-tongued skink. Quite good for getting through shorter areas where you're worried about something too tall or too narrow. They're quite slithery. Let's see, what else? Oh, yes, we have our beautiful crested gecko. And he gestures to a white lizard that kind of looks a little bit like Opalito, who is Candy's lizard, except it's a bit bigger. This one looks like it'd probably blend into the desert pretty well, but it doesn't seem to have any other, like, notable features, really. Let's see.
I'm gonna make, like, a big show of it. Gonna channel my inner marigold. And be like, Lazaro, we love our lizards so much that we got from you that we just had to come by to purchase another. You have such great lizards.
Hello, Shaho. Welcome back to the Lizard Emporium. Oh, I do have the best lizards, people. Really, I do. I have the best ones. Look at this variety, and look, these adventurers are still alive. Clearly, my lizards are good.
Definitely some of the best lizards around. And I present to you, though, a bit of a challenge.
A challenge? Challenge me, Shaho. Challenge me.
We have a delightful new friend who's joined us. This is our friend Zariva. And we need to get a lizard that's good for her. Something good in the desert and something that might not mind a little cold.
That is quite the conundrum. All right, let me think. There's never a puzzle that's too difficult for Lazaro. Let's see. And he starts thinking, he looks around at his lizards. Let's see. Well. Okay, so the thing about lizards, as I'm sure you know, since you have lizards, is that they generally don't like the cold. They can suffer from frigid lizard syndrome, where they just fall over. But this chameleon is a very special chameleon. This chameleon...
Is it a common chameleon?
It is.
I'm sorry!
It's all right. This chameleon, for some reason, has shown a higher resistance to the cold. Even I, Lazaro of the Lizard Emporium, can't seem to figure out why. It's a bit slow. It's not incredibly quick. But it can stand up to the cold. If you don't mind taking a little bit longer on your journey, I recommend the chameleon. And hey, it can grab things across the room for you. I don't know if that's useful, but it's a cool party trick.
Zariva, do you like him?
Zariva's going to make eye contact with the chameleon, and more sparkles. Just like friendship at first sight, adoration at first sight. I love them.
The chameleon sticks out one of his, like, little karate chop hands and, like, puts it on your shoulder, and you feel like it accepts you.
Aw, friendship.
Does the chameleon match my shade of blue?
It does once it starts touching you.
I would like to very gingerly pat the chameleon. Like, I look at it in the eyes, like, can I pat you?
It
I don't
nods.
speak chameleon. Okay. And
Does
I
like a head bob.
pat my new friend on the head. They're so cute!
Lazario, my man, we gotta talk business.
That we do. Time for business, and I've picked the perfect lizard for you. Walk this way, walk this way. Let's talk pricing. You're gonna need a saddle, and you're gonna need some food. Do you need more food? I'm sure you do.
I mean, it seems like a prudent thing to have more of.
Zariba does not speak lizard, salesperson.
I'm running out of steam. I channeled as much of my inner marigold as possible, and so like I'm just gonna kind of like pop up my box right here in the store and like hop in it and look at Lazario and then the party and then back to Lazario.
I will step in. So anyway, we do need to talk business. I did hear you. Did anybody tell? Yeah, you did say in common that they were having a sale. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Before I go ahead and metagame languages I don't speak. Right, so I heard you were having a sale, Lazario. Hello again, by the way. Did I get my zebra here?
Yeah, I think so.
No,
yeah.
I did not.
Wait, no, you got...
Yes, I did. The first time we went and got mounts, it was the lizard and he had a zebra for some reason.
Yes, it was because somebody had traded, because
Yes.
they couldn't ride the
A
zebra.
zebra for a lizard.
Yes, a zebra for a
Right.
lizard. That's what it was.
Right.
Yep.
Do you know the zebra you sold me has been absolutely wonderful. He's been practically my best friend.
Well, I am so pleased to hear that. You know, I am fantastic at assigning mounts to people. It's just what I do,
You
really.
are. You really are.
Yes.
I think everybody is very, very happy with the friends we got here. Now, our new friend, Zariba here, I think she, and I look over to you, Zariba. Are you still, like, oogling over the chameleon?
Yes, there's
Okay.
a lot of, like, sparkles and hard eyes.
Okay. Well, I do think she's rather taken with the chameleon there. You did settle a good pitch, but as always, we have to talk the unpleasant matter of money. So, let's make it pleasant as possible, eh?
Of course, and a deal for such good customers of mine. You know, we've been friends for a long time now, haven't we, Marigold?
Oh, you know, as long as I have friends, yes.
So true, so true. All right, well, down to business. All right, so general price for a fine specimen like that chameleon would usually be 50 gold. But we are having a sale. So, I'm gonna put it at 30 gold, and that includes a bag of free treats.
Bag of lizard treats for 30 gold, eh? And the lizard.
And the lizard, yes, the
That's
lizard, of
quite fair.
course.
Well, we are going to need supplies for our lizard friends. We are going into the desert again. So, we will be needing to purchase food off of you and, of course, bridle and stalk and everything for the lizard as well. Zariba, darling, you're going to have to give him a name.
I get to name him?
Oh, of course.
She looks at the chameleon and looks very seriously at the chameleon and says, well, what is your name? What do you want to be called?
Glance at Shaho.
Shaho, you might have some idea, might be able to advise a little bit. You are a lizard master,
Who does speak Sylvan.
who does speak Sylvan.
But Sylvan's for trees. Let's try. Oh, last time I tried to help with animal handling, it did not go so well for Fancy.
Inspiration.
Like that. Let's see what we get.
Add you that 1d whatever the fuck it is.
1d4, I think, right?
Or 6?
It might be a D6
Oh.
now. It might be a D6
It's
now. I
I'm
would
4th
double-
level. I think it's D6. I don't know.
Okay,
Okay, that's better.
so
Much better.
it
Yeah,
takes you a
13.
little bit, but you are a master of lizards. So you are talking with this lizard, and you get a pretty good idea that its name, you're not exactly certain, but you think that it wants to be called something that starts with a J.
I think something with like a J sound would suit him. It seems to kind of be what. Oh, pardon me, Lizard. What are your pronouns?
So respectful.
I think our Zoom might have frozen, so we will get back to this in just a minute. I'm just going to put us to the away screen and get this fixed, and then we can figure out this lizard's pronouns. So give me 1 minute.
Corinne has frozen from my
Yeah.
screen
Yeah.
in a very,
Corinne,
very
you've
like
frozen for me.
very pensive.
Okay, we fixed it. We're gonna finish this up, and then we're gonna go on a real break. But so you begin. You're talking to the lizard who has a name that starts with a J, and this lizard says that they use who is this lizard? This lizard uses she/her pronouns.
They're a lady lizard
They're a lady lizard.
with a J
Oh.
name.
Okay, why don't we do this? And I look the lizard in the eye respectfully, and I say, okay, until we figure out a good full name for you, I'm just gonna call you Jay. Does that sound good?
You get a nod, and then another like the karate chop hand like moves up to your face and touches you gently, like in a okay.
Hard eyes and sparkles. There's just all the hard eyes and sparkles. I've only had this lizard for 5 minutes, and I would die for them.
If anything were to happen to this lizard, you would kill everyone and then yourself.
Jeez.
Like accidentally demonetized the stream, so I avoided the full Rosa quote. But like, yeah, that's the meme right there.
Grim.
It's grim, but it's a meme, so it's fine.
Scarred Lands.
Oh,
What you
yeah. It's
gotta
Scarred
do?
Lands. It's grim and full of memes
And puns.
and
Oh,
puns.
so many puns.
I don't know
When we
if
play it.
it is when we play it. And we're on the Onyx Path official channel, so it's real.
Wow. Great, the puns are canon.
The puns are
Oh,
canon.
no.
Travis allows this, so
25.
you know.
25 gold. You said 25 gold for the lizard and for a bag of snacks. We're going to need food for all of our lizards, all 5 of them.
Yes,
Four
we're
lizards
talking.
and a zebra.
Yes, we need supplies, and you're going to, of course, need the
Bridles.
bridle, the saddle. Will.
Right, and a few extra blankets.
Oh, yes, for the cold, yes, of course.
Right. Yes,
You are
yes, yes.
quite an interesting individual, mind you. But I'm not gonna stare because that's rude, and Lazaro is anything but rude. And he does some quick tabulation. He's like, all right, for 45 gold, we can get you the lizard, the saddle, the bridle, the bag of treats that were free, and then rations for about 2 weeks.
Do you think 2 weeks is long enough, Shaho? I'm, like, poking my head over towards the box. You're very muted, darling. I'm sure you're talking, but there's some sort of spell on you.
No, not again.
Curses! Are we planning to hit each of those destinations along the route without, like, a stop? Because if so, we might want to go, like, 3 to 4 weeks just in case.
Right, but we hadn't resupply in Dunail, was it?
If we can resupply there, then 2 weeks is fine, yeah.
Okay.
Does any of you know about anything about Dunail?
You don't know too much about it, I wouldn't think, but it is a city in the desert. You should be able to resupply there. There is also a crude that is really close to the other location by the splintered river.
Oh, right.
So there is 2 cities that you would be able to resupply at before having to head to the Hawthorn Forest.
Right. Okay. And Marigold's mostly played north and east, not south, so this is very unfamiliar territory to him.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
In terms of finding supplies for the rest of the party, I have the Wanderer background, so I'll be able to find food and fresh water. At
oh,
least we can stay hydrated.
cool. Well, all right then. No, 45 gold sounds perfectly agreeable.
Well, my favorite customers, you got yourself a deal. And I'll even give you this cute little lizard hat. Here you go. My wife makes them. It's adorable.
Lizard hat. Well, does anybody want a lizard hat? It's very fetching, but my hair, it just doesn't do hats.
Oh, no, it's for the lizards. Isn't it adorable?
Oh!
The lizard hat.
Oh, it's for the lizard hat.
Yes.
Oh, right.
My wife makes them. She wants me to sell them here. Please buy one. I'll give it to you for
We'll-
free.
we'll
Just
take
say
one.
you bought it.
Right, yes, of course.
Got it.
We'll take one for Jay here.
Thank you so much. I'll tell her she has a sale. Perfect. Okay.
Actually,
Wait.
can I actually purchase one and ship it to a friend?
If you want to, I'm not making you.
I want to. Don't you think Gregor's kitty would like one?
That is not a cat. That is in no way, shape, or form a cat. It has never been a cat. It doesn't know the meaning of the word cat. That is not a cat.
It's
I don't know what it is, but it's not a
an
cat.
approximate shape of a cat, and it,
No, it has 4 legs. That's all it has in common with a cat.
I want to get one for Gregor's companion.
Great, that's a perfect word for it. Companion works great, but don't call it a cat because it's not a cat.
Do we
Anyway,
Also,
you're gold.
it doesn't feel right to take the thing for free. We should at least compensate your wife
For her
for
hard
the
work
materials and hard
For
work.
the hat.
and her
Yes,
time.
Yes,
That's true.
yes.
I am always about freelancers being paid properly
Well,
and
if you
fairly.
want to pay for the hats, I would say they are 1 gold, I guess. And if you want to, you can have 2. 2 gold? And,
Fine.
Sure.
okay.
47 total.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. That's what we'll,
Well,
and I'll tell my wife
also-
she has 2 sales.
Excellent.
do I need to get a saddle and blankets?
It's
So-
That's
all,
included.
all negotiated.
Oh, it's all
and-
negotiated.
Yep. Menelu, darling, do you want a hat? They're meant for lizards, but I don't know if they're your taste.
No, hats don't look good on me. They make my my eyes look small.
Oh no, same for me, and the hair. No, just the 2 hats then. Wait, did Lazaro pick up on the thing we're talking?
Yeah, he heard talking. He doesn't realize it's from Menelun. He just thinks you're talking to somebody who's like he can't see. He's like, oh, okay. I don't know why you'd buy a lizard hat for a person, but all right. You do you, I guess.
Right, so we'll hand over the 45 gold. Who wrote down the 200 that we had?
I wrote
I
it
did.
down.
You did, so Shaho has it,
And Zasa.
and Zasa. So we'll take the 45 out of the 200 that Cena gave us, yes? I don't mind chipping in, though. I have a bit. Right, well, Lazaro, thank you so much for your assistance. As always, it's been a pleasure doing business with you, and we will be back, of course, and if anybody needs a lizard, we will be certain to send them to you.
And I appreciate that, incredibly so. Thank you so much for coming to Lazaro's Lizard Emporium, and remember that I have all the lizard goods you could ever need. Have a great trip, and don't die, because you are some of my best advertisement.
Have a lovely day. Just turn and leave.
Yeah.
I make the pss, pss, pss noise to Shaho. Does it work?
I just like zoom.
Wait, Shaho, you forgot your box. I'll just pick up the box and take it
It
with me.
collapses into a very tiny carrying.
It's like, yeah.
It collapses,
It's
so you
very
don't have to
cool.
carry like a huge box.
Okay.
It's
I will
portable.
Pick up the box and follow suit.
Portable box.
We had to
Break.
make sure she had a portable box. She bought that at the pet store, I believe. I think that's where you got it.
I think we-
Marigold gave it as a gift to
Oh,
me
yes.
because he tricked me when he put a box on one of the people we were fighting, and I
Dumb
got excited.
tricks
But
with
it was a
minor
magic
illusion.
box. It wasn't real. It was a box of lies.
Yes.
Okay, I got you a real box
Yes.
to make up for it.
Yes, I forgot. The pet store was where you got the catnip for the cats. For only the
For
cats.
the cats.
For only the
Only
cats.
the cats.
For this cat.
Just
Yeah,
the cats.
Just the cats. Just catnip. It's fine. It doesn't
Catnip.
look
Mhm.
like anything else.
It's for the cats.
For the cats. All right. So we're gonna
Break!
we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. We'll continue whatever this nonsense is. So stick around. We'll be back soon. Let me just put us to our away screen. Alrighty, we are back. We had a minor glitter catastrophe, but it has been managed.
Okay.
We're all okay. Nobody died yet. Alright, so you did manage to get all your supplies, at least for the lizards. You do need to pick up rations for yourself, as well as anything else you want to bring with you into the desert. You do already have, like, extra water skins and things like that from the last time you had to go into the desert, but you would just need refreshes on general supplies, as well as anything else you'd like to bring with you. I know that, oh, cameras are in the wrong spot. How'd that happen? Wait.
Again?
Yeah, that's
I'm
weird.
Rune.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
Shuffled identities.
Let's fix that real
I'm
fast.
Hiromi.
I was like, wait a minute, that's not. How did this happen? I literally don't know. Nobody turned off camera, I don't think. That's
How
so,
did this happen to
that's so
us?
weird.
It might
Magic.
have happened when your camera.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably it. Yep, I just didn't notice. Where did
Zoom.
Zoom strikes again? Let's fix this. I'll have to fix it on the map screen too, but that's okay. I gotta gotta swap these two. Everybody's in the wrong spots. That's okay.
Oh no.
I'm in the right spot. Well, I don't know what you're all doing. Okay. And I think Sweeta was in the right spot, but
Yes.
I'm restoring light.
all right. Okay, I
Yeah,
fixed
I
this screen.
refuse to go to electrical.
There we go.
That's all that I know with my shady memories. Don't go to electrical.
Don't
All right.
Go to electrical? What?
All right, so I fixed cameras. So, I know that Rune wanted to. Marigold needs a new parasol. And other than that, you just need rations. But I think that's mainly what you need to go into the desert. Is there anywhere in particular you wanted to go for your rations? You do know that Lazaro's wife runs the general store, but there are also other stands and stuff around town that you could check general supplies for.
Nah, let's support local businesses.
All right. We can go to the general store then, and we can get that snappy music, because I haven't changed it.
Snap the music.
What?
This music.
Hey!
It's from when we were private investigators.
Yeah, when you're investigators here.
I have the music in game turned off. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Fancy. I like it.
I'm getting rid
It's
of
very investigative.
the random stuff on the ground, because there's not random stuff on the ground anymore. They cleaned that up.
Are you destroying evidence?
I am destroying evidence. That's exactly what I'm doing.
That is sus as fuck.
Super sus. All right. Rin's imposter. Got
Yep,
it.
I'm imposter.
Elizabeth and Lazaro.
Yep, Elizabeth and Lazaro and their daughter Lizbeth.
I thought her name was Lasagna.
No,
That's
this
the
is
sister.
That's Lazaro's sister, Lasagna. So
Jesus.
we're gonna keep this music just because I think it's funny. Yeah, you head over to the Elizabeth's general store. You can get pretty much all the supplies you would need here. It is open since you solved the little crime spree that was happening. They have opened back up and cleaned up from the vandalism and theft that had occurred. You can just go in. There is Elizabeth working here as well as another assistant, it looks like.
I'm not seeing character tokens.
Oh, we can pull those out.
You just drag yourself on. Here we go. It's a good map.
This map is by what looks like Bougie DJ on DeviantArt.
This map has been brought to you by Bougie DJ on DeviantArt.
Bougie DJ on DeviantArt. So yeah, I don't have tokens for Elizabeth, but Elizabeth is an Asathi, who you met last time. She is a refined individual who runs a general store, and you know is somehow married to Lazaro, who is a bit of a doof, but that's okay. We like him.
That is often the way it goes.
That is often the way it goes.
Woo love.
Alright, wow. Here we flipping go. Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. That true of that dream within a dream.
You know so much of this.
You underestimate the amount of times I have seen The Princess Bride. That is like a family cult classic alongside Twister and Star Trek 4.
Nice.
Yep.
All
I
right.
get my usage of colorful metaphors.
Oh, I can't select my token.
Oh. That's because I just dragged it out here. Let me assign it to you.
Zosa is large.
She's large. She's a
Hey,
large
large.
girl.
Lord Lizard. This is also actually kind of small. She's like 4'8".
We're all small to you.
Wait.
No.
This is a very important question. How tall is Zariba?
Zariba is. Hang on, I got this. 6'2".
Another giant among us.
I'm only an inch taller than you. Actually, no, I think I'm 2 inches taller than you. Yeah, Marigold. Nope, Marigold's 6'3". So,
It's
Yeah.
so
fascinating.
nice not to be
Yeah,
tall.
You tower above little me. I
Yeah.
am small.
Yeah,
Not
yeah, no, Kai,
halfling small, but small.
I
Shoddy
will
is.
endeavor to not get in your way or harm you.
I think
And reach the
also-
high things.
and reach the high things.
Okay. I'm gonna write that down.
Yes, it is our responsibility as tall people to reach the high things. It's very important. If a small person needs assistance getting something down from the top shelf, you always say yes.
Zariva has like a running like field notes that has all of these things. So
Oh boy.
noted.
All right.
Right, general store.
You can go into the general store. You see Elizabeth is running the till right now. And then you see that there is another, general looks like shop assistant who's over by what looks to be general adventuring supplies. Kind of like, it doesn't have its own till, but it has just about everything else over there for you to, get assistance with.
Nice to see the place all cleaned up, Elizabeth.
Oh, thank you so much. I did appreciate your help. It does look quite nice now, doesn't it? When there's not, candy all over the ground from children.
Did something happen? Oh, the Fae.
Yeah.
Yes. But they're settling in nicely now and no longer vandalizing things, which is great.
That reminds me.
Yes.
I promised them that I would buy all of the sweets in the store for them. So I should pay you for that. How much is all the sweets?
Oh. Well, if you're going to buy one of everything, for all the sweet things, I've never had to do this calculation before. I suppose we can say 5 gold.
Oh no,
guess?
I didn't mean one of each. I meant one everything. Like all of the sweets that you have.
Oh, okay. Well,
I made a promise to Fey creatures, and I don't think that I want to risk not fulfilling the letter of the agreement.
Oh, yeah, no, you don't want to not fulfill a bargain with a Fae.
Writing that down.
There are songs about that. Oh my goodness.
all right. Well, I've never had to make that calculation either. Give me a moment, please. And you see her, going through like her lists of inventory and like different costs and stuff. And she's like, well, if you're buying everything sweet, do you mean like candy and baked goods, or are you also getting like apples?
I think it was the candy and the
I think it's just the candy and the baked goods.
All
Although,
right.
a few apples to help with their teeth health, their dental health would probably be a good idea too. So,
Now, technically
not like all of
sweet.
your apples, but some.
All right. Well, if we're talking all of those things, if you're clearing out, do you just mean everything on the shelves, or do you mean in my storeroom as well?
Shelves, probably.
All right. Okay.
Is your storeroom technically inside the store or not?
Well, it's you see, out here. She points out that way. It's back that way. There's a cellar.
Okay. Then I don't think that's technically in the store, so yes, just the stuff on the floor.
All right. Well, then, everything on the floor, that is sweet. I think that would come out to about, she's struggling a little bit. 35 gold, I think? I think. We can call it 35 gold. I think that's good.
Yep. I have that, so now you do.
Well, thank you. I will have to replenish the store. I'll wait till you leave to do it, though. I don't want you to get in trouble with the Fae.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Well, I know how troublesome they can be. We've got a little friend staying with us now as well.
Well, maybe this will help them be less troublesome.
Well, not for giving them all this candy, but I suppose we'll make do. We don't want to go back on your deal now, do we? All right, is there anything else I can help you with? I'm sure you didn't come just for the candy, unless you did. My assistant will begin bagging that up for you if there's nothing else you need.
2 weeks of rations and a parasol, please.
Oh, yes, we can definitely do that. All right, are you looking for standard trail rations, or are you looking for something a little bit more high class?
High class, definitely. I'm going to be sleeping in a desert. I don't want to be eating shitty food as well.
All right, completely fair. Well, if you're getting 2 weeks of our higher class rations, you'd be looking at about, for all of you. Is that correct?
All of us, yes.
For everybody? All right, so 2 weeks of higher class rations, 20 gold.
All right, and the parasol?
Oh, yes, parasol. Well, we have a little bit of a selection here. And she pulls out, like, a little umbrella stand. And you see that inside the umbrella stand are like about 4 or 5 different parasols. There is one that is just black, but it has a lacy trim. There is one that is white with flower designs on it. Then there is one that is a kind of like pastel pink that has glitter around the edges. And then there's another one that is a light green with some geometric shapes. And then lastly, you have one that is kind of a slate gray color that has specifically like rose imprints on it that are in a brighter pink.
Zarsa, what color reflects heat most efficiently?
You mean like... I don't really have the right word for it because it doesn't exist in the natural light spectrum that most people can see. But, I mean, I guess the short answer is white, but there's...
Right, we'll take the white one then.
You got it. All right, the white one is just going to be 2 gold.
All right, so it was, how much was for the rations, sorry?
The rations were, I think I said 20, wait, 15.
5? Oh, 15 for the high class ones.
No, I think it was
For
20.
the nice ones.
I think it was 20
Right,
for the
all right.
nice ones.
Right, okay.
We've done a lot of numbers in the last 2 minutes, and I'm forgetting
that
which
was
ones I've
quick,
done.
yes. Right, so I'll just hand the gold over.
Yeah.
And I'll get everybody's rations this time around because I think somebody else got them last time. It might have been Kai. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Right, so use that, and I'll take this. Put the umbrella over my back.
Zariva, have you had any of these foods before?
Zariva has actually been looking around in like a little bit of awe because she has vague memories of some of these pieces, but I haven't tasted them, so I don't actually know what they are or what they're like.
Should we get you one of everything that you've definitely never had, and then maybe 2 of the things that you have memories of?
Well, I don't actually remember a lot, and I don't want to cost the party too much.
Don't worry about it. We throw around gold like it's... Don't even worry about it.
Well, I would really like to try an apple.
Right. Get you an apple. Have you ever had oranges? They're sort of uncommon, but they're quite good.
Oh, no, I don't think I've ever seen them before.
Sort of a tropical thing.
Yeah, and they're orange, which seems very on the nose. I would hope that maybe someone would come up with a better color for them, but for now, oranges are mainly orange.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think the person that I was, they were. I don't. Huh. Whoever I imprinted off of never went to the tropics, I don't think.
Wow, an orange then. An orange and an apple. Pretty pedestrian as far as fruit goes, but if you've never had it before.
All right.
Thank
Well, for just
you.
adding an orange and an apple, that would just be 1 copper.
That's fine. We'll just
Do you
slide the
have
rest of
something
it.
to stop me from overheating?
Maybe
Well,
a
you
parasol
could
for
get.
you as well.
Yeah, I could get a parasol. We have quite a few different color ones.
You know what? You take the white one, since that will reflect heat the best, according to Zossa, and I'll get another one. How's that sound?
Oh, no, I wouldn't want to impose. I don't actually know what a parasol is.
It's this foomp.
Oh,
It's a really fancy umbrella.
that's very fancy.
It's incredibly fancy. You know, for an umbrella.
Well, I don't think I'm a particularly fancy person, so like a hat, maybe? Is that the word? Hat?
A hat.
We
Oh, you know, one of those wide brim hats. One of the straw ones.
Yes, we do have sun hats. Yes. Those will be along the back wall. Back that way, near my assistants. And you get over to where the assistant is, and you see that they are wearing a little name tag that says Shagglethrax Top Down.
Sorry.
Hello.
Oh, hi. I'm Shagglethrax. What can I get ya?
Forgot about that.
Hello, Shadowcracks. I am looking for a hat that will stop me from overheating.
You
I can
certainly
think of
look
that
like
anyway.
you don't need to be overheating. All right, I should be able to help you with that. And Shagglethrax, who is a small halfling man, gestures behind himself. Now we have some hats right up here. We have a nice wide-brimmed straw one. It'll be quite good at reflecting heat. We also have something a little bit more stylish, what you might call a Indiana Jones hat. I don't know what that means. I'm just saying words. What else do we have? We have a bonnet. I'm not sure if you would like a bonnet, but we have one of those. And he just kind of goes down a list of some different hat options for you.
Is it a pretty floral bonnet?
Yes, it is a pretty floral bonnet. Yes, it's quite beautiful. Might look quite
You
nice.
swear about it.
I do swear by it. I swear by that pretty floral bonnet on the wall.
What do you all think?
Well, it is a very cunning hat, but I really do suggest a sun hat, just because, you know, the ties, and I've never been a bonnet person.
I'm gonna gingerly take the straw hat and put it on my head and turn around and look for an opinion.
How does the hat look?
The hat looks like it's a little bit big for you, which is strange. You're not a particularly small person, but it rests a little bit low. It does provide a good amount of shade, and it has a nice little ribbon around the right around the top of the hat. That is in a lovely shade of light blue.
That works. No, it looks good on you. That'll be good.
I think it looks quite fetching. You should definitely get that one.
Shaho, Zasa, what do you think?
I think it works.
Sassa's eating an apple.
Okay, how much for the hat?
This sun hat is just going to be 1 silver.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna reach into a pocket and gingerly take out a gold piece.
Nope, that's a gold. You want the silver-colored ones.
Oh, I don't have any of the silver colored ones. I just have one of these. Can that be split up? Yes, I think so. Yeah, there's 100 silver to 1 gold.
Yes, we can certainly do a conversion for you. It'd be 10 gold to or 10 silver to 1 gold. Here you go. And you see that although Shagglethrax does not have a register, he does have a little apron, and he reaches into it and pulls out some silver coins and swaps you.
I have a hat.
You do have a hat.
You do have a
Looks nice
hat.
on you.
No, good hat. We have rations. We have a hat. We have a lizard. I think we are ready to hit the road.
And the road is ready to be hit. All right, have a good time, you guys.
Thank you
Shagglethrax,
very-
out.
The delivery of that was just. There was no hesitation.
I don't know
Beautiful.
what to do with that at all.
I don't think we can do anything with that. That was just.
When Shagglethrax said Shagglethrax out, he ducked behind the counter, and you now can't see him. But if you look behind the counter, he's totally just behind the counter, like crouched down there. You know.
Okay.
No, he disappeared.
What do you mean, Zasa? He's right there.
No, I'm not.
Hold on, let me get in on this. Nope, definitely right behind the counter.
But I'm pretty sure he's. Oh, okay.
I said Shagglethrax out.
Right, Shagglethrax out, and we are to road. Let's go. Thank you, Elizabeth. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, your hats are lovely.
Oh, thank you. Safe travels. Do come back alive. We love having your patronage.
After you, Shaho.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh,
No,
you
it's
have my box.
I do have your box.
Thank
Would
you.
you like it back?
Yes, please.
I will hand
Just
over
sort
the
of-
box.
Shepherd everybody out of the general store like a tired parent. Right.
All right. So,
Denial.
Well,
No.
we can't leave just yet. We need. Hiromi has to drop the candy off somewhere, and then we can dip.
Oh, right.
Or did you tell the store to do it?
And also, what are you going to do with all that candy?
Oh yes, Zasa. My bad.
I figured it'd be easy to find the Fae, or at least easy for them to find us.
I mean, we could just leave it at the mayor's office. Just drop it off and be like, "This is for the fake kids."
Distribution, yes.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
Do we all trust this mayor's office to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She seems pretty alright.
Okay.
She was once a very fierce warrior.
Wow.
Quite fundamentally honest, as far as I could tell, so I think she'll honor the agreement. And if she doesn't, well, we'll just come back and get more. It's not like candy's expensive. I will, on the way through the market, by the way, stop and get Metaloo and some ice cream because I did promise I would.
you did promise. Good.
And he likes raspberry? Strawberry?
Yeah, I think he liked it with raspberries and rose petals.
That's what it was. Yeah. So no, I get the raspberry rose petal ice cream from Metaloo, and so I'm holding a bowl so he can eat out of it as we're walking.
Such a weird, like, image. A group of adventurers with, like, a very pink bard holding a bowl of ice cream that a zebra's eating out of as they walk. It's just, it's perfect. It's wonderful. I love it.
We stand out.
Yeah, you don't go anywhere really covertly.
No.
No.
I thought about letting my hair go white again, but I miss the pink. It's a pain in the butt to keep up, though. The dye is so expensive. You have to do it every, 3 weeks. It's just, ugh.
Wait, your hair's not naturally like this?
Oh, absolutely not. No. No, my hair's white, darling. I dye my eyebrows and I dye the hair because it looks better.
Does everyone dye their hair? Are you all naturally your colors?
They're normal
I
colored,
mean-
I think.
I'm naturally this color. I don't actually have hair.
Okay.
This is all my natural fur.
It's very pretty.
Thank you.
Makes excellent earplugs. We went through the never mind. It's a story.
Alright, quick stop by the mayor's office and then on the road.
Yote candy.
All right, so you head over to the mayor's office, and you're able to pretty easily find her. You know, she's as busy as she ever is, but now that there's no longer the problem of vandalism and fires being started, she does seem less stressed out. So you're able to pretty easily find Janelle at her desk, no longer surrounded by like groups of people demanding her do things. So that's a nice change.
I wonder if Timothy's behavior has improved, but
Well, there's 2 of them now.
2 Timothys. Just when I thought Skarn couldn't get any more worse.
Mayor Janelle!
Oh, hi. You all did so wonderfully. Thank you again.
Saw them.
You're welcome. We just, Zasa made a deal with all the Fae children, and we owe them all of these sweets, so if you could just get those to them, because we're about to head out of town.
Oh, there's a dog. It's so loud, so bizarre. I hope it didn't scare you, Shaho.
I got a little nervous.
Oh, so we're giving them all this candy. Does that seem like a good idea?
A promise is a promise.
All right.
Especially with the Fae.
All right, that is very fair. That is very fair. Oh, okay. I give my word I will pass along this candy as much as I don't want to, knowing that they're going to be bouncing off the walls. All right. You know what? It's
You
better
can
than
always
them.
drug it.
Probably immoral, but as long as they don't set fire to anything else, I mean, probably fine.
As long as you're following the letter of the agreement down to the last thing. They said all the candy in the general store, which we did buy. We did not promise anything as according to the status of the candy, nor what we would do to it before we gave it to them. They said all of the candy in the general store. They did not say all of the candy in the general store undisturbed in its original packaging, undrugged.
I thought murder was bad.
That's not murder. We're not murdering them. We're just going to put them to sleep.
I feel like as their authority figures, that you have the right to dole out when they can actually eat the candy. But Zasa just agreed to get the candy for them.
That's true.
That is a very good loophole. I like it. I like it. I will save the drugging, though, for if they weasel their way out of it.
Better than drugging children, yes.
Perfect. Well, I thank you again. Honestly, Rivertown is going to be in your debt for quite a while. So feel free to stay at the inn free of charge whenever you're here. And I've already worked it out with the owner. And if you ever need my help, please just let me know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll be back, hopefully. Maybe.
Yes, please don't die out
If
in the
we're
waste.
not dead, we'll probably be back.
Yes.
I would hate to see you die after everything.
Hate to see me die.
Good luck out there. Good luck.
Well,
Thanks,
we are just too
Mayor.
pretty to die. Anyway, bye-bye.
All right, so you leave Rivertown. It is as you're always a little sad to see it go. You have a lot of fun here. You've had a lot of good times, met a lot of good people, but places to be, duty calls, and so as discussed, you are up here right now. You can take a riverboat all the way down to Meliad, which I believe was the plan. Whenever taking the riverboat, it is it's going to cost you, I'd say, 2 gold apiece to take the riverboat all the way to Meliad, for each one of you. So 2 gold each. Is there anything
Are we
else?
taking it out of our purse?
I'll cover the boat fares.
Oh, thank you, Shauna.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Trying to get some music here. Do, do, do. Oh. Oh, this one. I don't know if it's playing.
Zariva, have you ever been on a boat?
I think the person I previously was, well, the person I imprinted off of was on a boat, but I've never. Well, no, I took a boat ticket down here. Actually, now that I think about it.
Do you like boat rides?
That's a good question. I think so. Maybe. Yes. Maybe.
We'll find out. And if you don't, well, there's a bucket.
Oh, I don't think I needed the bucket last time, but we will see. Thank you for asking.
All right, then.
All right, so you all board the riverboat, and as in the past, it is a pretty standard journey, but I would like Zariva to make me a Constitution save, just to see how you're handling being on a boat again. You've been on one a couple times, but they are still kind of new to you as a mode of transport.
Damn.
You are fine. You're feeling good. You know, you're kind of made of water, so this is like... Yeah, it's nothing for you. You feel good. And you're all able to relax a little bit. Perhaps you're, a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Apprehensive, given that you know you're on your way to a very dangerous couple of places, more than likely. But the journey itself on the boat is always, pretty relaxing.
So what can we I asked the party, what can we expect? I think you all said you've been down here before, right?
To the desert or on what we're doing down there, and don't try not to mention it too loudly around people.
Sorry, to the desert.
Yeah, it's hot.
And
It's sandy, and sometimes we meet Ironbred there. They're tall horse people. They're mostly polyamorous. They're nice.
It's good to know.
As to where we're going, it's when we find one of these things, the land tends to be badly screwed up.
Lots of poisonous plants. And
Lots
stuff.
of poison. Yeah, often we ran into creatures made out of blood once. They were terrible. Holy cow.
You were mean.
All sorts of basically hostile creatures that have been otherwise twisted or blighted by the surroundings. And once we find one of these things, we're probably going to encounter somebody else who wants to take it, and usually that results in either us making friends or making enemies, and that's sort of life in a nutshell.
Oh, so Riva, have you ever fought like a ice scorpion thing in Finrilic?
Oh,
Maybe that's
Or
where we
seen
wanted
them?
I think so. I must have. I have a vague. Well, let's roll for it.
Let's see if you remember these. So, you feel like you have faced off against those things before, like the scorpion people that are in Fenrilic, and you kind of know what they are, but you can't directly remember fighting them. You feel like you have, but you don't actually have the memories of doing it. It's like it's almost like deja vu, where you feel like you know it, but you don't actually have the knowledge.
I relay this and I shrug.
I mean, if you've encountered things like that, then you can probably handle yourself pretty well in a fight. So just think of like the most hostile creatures you've come across, and then think of like those, but in the desert.
Okay, thank you. That helps.
But we rarely shoot first. We're more of an ask questions first kind of group.
Oh. Okay. I will try.
I mean, I wouldn't want someone shooting me first.
That's true. I'm gonna write that down.
All right. So, it's I'd say, given that you're going all the way from Rivertown to Meliad, I'd say it takes a full day. By the time you get to Meliad, it's pretty late. You're actually, since you seem like you left around noon or so, by the time you get there, it's actually about midnight. And, the inn is still open, but not much else. You can start your journey already, since you would have been rested on the river, or you can stay at an inn for the night and start fresh in the morning. It's really up to you how you want to go here.
If we were to travel at nightfall, do I know anything about the type of creatures we might encounter on our way? No, I don't.
Nope, you're really not sure, but you do know that, just in general, the desert is cooler at night, so it wouldn't be as hot. But you don't know. You honestly have no idea what's in the desert at night for some reason.
I mean, we have all of the equipment and everything, so if we wanted to keep going just because of time, we could keep pushing instead of bedding down here tonight. It'll be cooler, but I don't know what kind of beasties we might encounter. But I mean, I rested on the boat, so I'm pretty spry, and the nighttime is kind of when I feel my best.
It seems like a good idea. I mean, we don't know who or even if someone's coming for the fragments, but last time that there was one, it was really bad news. So beating them to the punch is not a bad idea.
I'm okay with this.
All right. So it seems like you're going to continue on. Instead of staying the night in Meliad, you're going to get off on the other side of the river and just immediately go into the desert. Is that right? All right. So... all right. You make it into the desert, and it is at least cool right now. It hasn't, once the sun is high in the sky, as some of you remember, it does get quite inhospitable. But right now, it's actually almost chilly. And as you travel, you feel like you're covering a decent amount of ground. But I would like you to roll a perception check for me.
All of us?
Yeah, everybody. Let's see what you perceive. Oh, hold on, let me get Zariv out here.
Can I have control of Metal Loon token?
Yeah.
Also, I don't have control of my token either.
Yeah, I thought I gave you all control. I did not. Doing it right now.
Yep.
Okay, and Marigold. Once you have control, put yourselves wherever you think you would be.
Nope. Still not. There we go.
I accidentally made you both Menaloon. Hold on. Click the wrong one. There we go. Now you're
yes,
not
I am Menaloon.
There you go. Now you're Marigold.
Yeah, Marigold will be up on top of this ridge right here.
Okay.
With his back to this thing.
Alright, Shaho.
I guess Menaloon would be down there with the blizzards.
And,
I don't know, could Menaloon make it up here?
Yeah, I'd say there's enough, kind of like rocks and inclines that he'd be able to get up. It would have taken him a little bit, though.
Yeah. Alright, that's fine.
I'm scouting out in front with Komodo.
Damn.
Okay.
Hey, I can move now.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to move now. Giving you control
I'm
of
guessing,
Miss Lizard.
is this Jay right here?
He or she doesn't have one just yet, but Fancy
Okay.
can substitute as Jay for now. I will get you a character token next week for Jay.
Sounds good. Oh, I can't control them. No worries.
And I'll leave this one generic, but then I'll make it controlled by. There we go. Okay, you should have control of. Everyone should have control of what they need control of now, I think. Perfect. Alright, we'll just put Kai over here. Kai will be... Yeah, we'll go here. Alright. So, let's see what you rolled. Oh, you all rolled really well, except for Sasa. So... Shaho, Zariva, and Marigold, you hear, like, kind of clicking and scuttling in the distance. And after a moment, you're squinting into the darkness. You see that you're not alone.
Oh, all right then.
So, Corinne, I've got 60 feet of dark vision. Do I?
Yes, you, anybody with dark vision sees them much clearer. You see that there's friends on the way.
Are they actually friends or not actually friends?
I don't know. We're going to find that out next week.
Ah! God damn it.
Well, cliffhanger.
Why?
I don't think chat can see the map.
Oh,
either.
yes. Hold on. Let me show chat. I forgot. Here you go. Boop. It didn't matter up until I showed what arrived. Tune in next week for some scorpions or something.
Yay, I guess.
Alrighty. So that's the cliffhanger for the day. Alrighty. We're gonna go down the list and have everybody introduce themselves. Sweeta, since we're on this map, you're up top. You can go first. Cameras are in the wrong spot, so ignore that while I fix it. But Sweeta, who are you? What do you do?
Who am I? So when I'm not playing with y'all, I am a user experience designer and a freelance tabletop RPG designer. I recently had a Kickstarter, or was part of a Kickstarter that got funded. You can check us out, and I will put the link in chat, but it's called Strange Lusts, Strange Loves. It's a anthology of erotic interactive fiction. And yeah, we just got funded, so look for that to drop early next year.
It is very
And
cool.
you can also find me on Twitter yelling about digital experiences.
There we go. Everybody's camera should now be in the correct space. Yes, definitely check out Sweeta. She does a lot of very cool things. Alrighty, next up is Rune.
Hey, I am Rune. I am a freelance illustrator. We're currently working with Cubicle 7 on Age of Sigmar Soulbound, and that book, the core book, will soon be in your local comic stores, so please go pre-order you one, or go get your copy and socially distance and read it, because it's really freaking cool, and a lot of artists worked very, very hard on it. You can find me here on Saturdays, and you can find me on my own channel at Runesale on Twitch for the Unnamed Few on Sundays, which is another heavily homebrewed 5e game. So yeah, that's me.
Very cool, very cool. Alright, Hiromi.
Hi, I'm Hiromi. I am a writer, mainly tabletop RPGs and queer fiction. You can see my fiction on my Amazon author page, and the Scarred Lands Kickstarter for Dead Man's Rust is ongoing. We are real close to hitting $18,000, which is a lot of money. It's a really cool book, and it's full of fun stuff, and you get all sorts of queer adventures. It's great.
It is wonderful and very cool, and you should all definitely check it out. Alrighty, last but not least, Shawnee. You're muted.
I am muted. Hello, I am Shawnee of Showcat Cosplay, and I cosplay. Surprise! So you can check out all of my socials over at Showcat Cosplay. You can find me here playing on Saturdays, and you can also catch me over on my YouTube channel. Not super recently, my only thing on there right now is my unboxing video of my Hero Forge mini. I also do comedy skits over on the PTV Cash YouTube channel. And most recently, if you want to check out some cosplay, I am in Cosplay Realm Magazine's December 2020 holiday issue. That is out now, so you can cop that and see lots of great, wonderful December winter-themed cosplays, including my Christmas Jessica Rabbit.
That's
Nice.
very exciting.
Sweet.
Very cool, very fun. I love all my players, and they're great, and you should check out all the stuff they do. If you want to find me on the internet, I am Manic Pixie Girl on Twitter, and you can find me usually doing behind-the-scenes stuff on Roll the Roll, where I just make all the graphics mainly and like run contests for them and stuff like that. But that's me. This is them. This is us, and I hope you have a great day. And tune in next week, where scorpions and also probably some pieces of a god. Titan thing. That'll be fun. See you all next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Wash your goddamn hands.
Yes, wash your
Social
hands.
distance.
Stay away
Yes.
from people. Wear
Bye.
masks.
Be
Bye.
safe.
Be prepared.